Holy crap. Okay. I just worked out on my RPM bike, and I would have to say that this was by far the hardest workout I've ever done. I have not been working out with Les Mills in quite a while because I'm just so tired. But I feel really good about this because I need to build back up. And I really feel like I can. Being that I walk Smokey in the morning for 30 minutes, I think that gives me really great start to working out. And then doing an extra workout would be a bonus. So that would mean a Les Mills workout, most likely. Oh my God. It is like 3 in the afternoon and day 3 of my fasting. And I really don't think that it's the fasting that made it hard. It's that I'm pretty much out of shape when it comes to riding my RPM bike, which is a stationary bike which has gears, thus you can ride while standing. So again, a shout out to Les Mills because I do really appreciate their program. It's like $100. It's from New Zealand. I think it might be 10, 12, 14, something like that a month, but I just do the whole year. That way I don't have to worry about it. And I feel like it's worth every penny because it has so many workouts and meditation and yoga and various things that I can't do because I live on the 2nd floor. My neighbor would probably not be pleased, but I can do pretty much almost all of it. Again, I have to be careful because when I have dialysis in, turning and twisting and jumping is not recommended. And it kind of hurts. So, but doing RPM is actually really great because I'm not doing that kind of thing. I'm working out my legs, and so I can definitely tell that I've got like jelly legs because it was difficult. And it's 3 in the afternoon, so that means it's like peak hot time. So I think that also had a lot to do with just the hard part about it, because I just get hot and then I can't seem to cool down as quickly as I did when my kidney was working. So that's just the cross I have to bear. Sorry, that's Smokey. He's exhausted from watching me apparently as he snoozes on the couch. But I felt really good. And isn't that the truth most of the time, is when you get over the hump of working out and you do it, you feel so good afterwards. My problem, my hurdle, I should say, is that when you're on dialysis, it's really hard sometimes because it's almost like your body punishes you for working out. You tend to be more tired, and I honestly don't know if it's that you're more tired or that the recovery period is longer. But I do sense that is one of the biggest changes that I've noticed, is that when I do work out, whether it's running in the morning, working out late at night, dancing, whatever it is, I definitely have to rest. And it seems like it takes me a lot longer to get back in movement. So we'll see. Today is, like I said, day 3 of my fasting. I did feel a little bit of cramping earlier. And so I think when I take my vitamin D, I will actually eat some avocado, because that would be some straight potassium for my system. And I'm continuously drinking water, so I don't feel like it's dehydration. So I probably need to get quite a bit of that potassium back in me. But that's, that's just life on dialysis. You can't escape it. I don't know of very many people who aren't taking potassium pills. So in some sense, it makes me feel a little more comforted, because then I know I'm not the only one, because in my head, that's what happens, is like, oh my God, I can't even handle this, when realistically it's like, no, it's pretty difficult when you're on dialysis. So I definitely want to do that. And then we'll see from that point. But again, it's just pretty crazy, because I have gotten to the point in a workout where I wanted to cry. And I loved watching actually The Biggest Loser, because those heavy people had some type of trauma usually that caused them to overeat. And when they would go to The Biggest Loser, you could see them facing all of that, and then also just getting a better lifestyle and understanding nutrition and working out and all that stuff. But sometimes they would cry, and I'd be like, why are they crying? Like, just bear down and do it. Well, there have been quite a few times, honestly, where I have wanted to stop in the middle of a workout for various reasons. Sometimes it was just outside stress that I was feeling, and through working out, it was like releasing some of that stress. Sometimes it's thinking while you're, especially RPM, because you're sitting, so you can't really fall. But while you're being instructed, there's places where you can really get into your head. And I think that can happen. And then also just the physical hardship of it. And so there have been a few times I have cried. And a few times where I really wanted to quit. And I was like, this is BS, and I don't need to do this. And I'm like so tired, I can't even. But I just pushed through it. And so today, my body felt that kind of tired, but my mind didn't. In my mind, I was good. And so hopefully that shows some growth, whether it's like my life has switched to a peaceful time and I'm happy and content and have, I usually always have joy, but maybe that's it. But I just didn't feel like I could give up today. It was like in my head, I was like, no, you can keep going. This is it's always the last little part of a workout where it's like you get that extra oomph to go, because you're almost there and you're almost going to finish. And so, but it's hard. It's not easy. So I don't know. I'm hoping tomorrow that I will be able to do the pump workout, which is with the barbell, but I have to do pump when I don't have any fluid in me. So that would have to be really early in the morning. So if I take Smokey on a walk and then I come home and I do that, and then I fill, I should be good to go. But sometimes it's that early morning that I'm so tired that it's really hard sometimes to take Smokey for a walk, even though I do. But maybe it'll work out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But again, I'm just counting walking him in the morning for 30 minutes as my workout, because walking is still beneficial even if you don't feel like it is. It's always going to be beneficial. And tomorrow I also have Charlie, so that'll be fun. I only have him for a couple hours. Well, his dad runs some errands and stuff, so it's not like an all-day thing. But then Thursday I will have him and Richie all day. That's gonna be, it's not that they're hard, it's not that they're, I guess that's it, it's not that they're hard, it's that the attention is just different. Sometimes when I watch Charlie, because he's little and you play with him and you're hanging out with him and stuff, it's like your constant go and movement slows because he can't do that yet. and really you don't want him to, you want him contained and happy in the living room, you know, because he is crawling. But then you love nap time because you're like, oh my God, yes, it's like getting a break, but not. And then he's back up. So it's almost like I feel like I get slowed down in my day. And then by that night, I'm just trash. I'm just trash because I just have been slowed all day. But it's worth it because he's so cute. And Richie is 6, so he's a help. So that's nice too. And plus he's self-contained. He just, you know, I have a little box of toys here that he plays with, and you know, he likes YouTube. And so, you know, he keeps very contained. He's very good for me. He doesn't cause any problems, and he's not fussy at all. So it'll be good. So we'll see how tomorrow works out. I don't know. Because I usually always have great plans at night. And then in the morning, I'm like, F this. I'm not going out there, you know. But thankfully, I have to, because I just feel like I actually saw this reel on Facebook about this guy was saying, sometimes I don't want to walk my dog. And then I have to remind myself that walking that walk is the happiest time of the day for him. And I thought, you know, that's so true, especially because Smokey doesn't have a backyard. That walk is definitely his highlight. And it's early in the morning. So we get it taken care of, and then he comes back and gets his breakfast. And even at night, he's learned to go out, pee real fast, come back in, and he gets his supper. So I think we have a good system going on, and I am so thankful to have him, because it's funny how I've had him kind of like off and on after getting on dialysis for a couple days, and then sometimes a week, but then he'll always go back. But having him this solid amount of time is like, he's so precious, you know. And the fact that he's going to be turning 8, which if you do 8 times 7, he's going to be, what is that, 56 years old? And he is slowing up, I can tell, which is one of the reasons I started feeding him really well, because I just don't want him to unnecessarily crap out. So hopefully what I'm doing for him is going to be helpful for him. And his fur has gotten really soft, and I think he's doing good. So him and I are both trudging through life. And I'll let you go, but drink your water,